Well, child abuse is a real issue in this country and one that can lead to serious physical and emotional scars and even death. But where's the line between discipline and abuse? It's a question I know a lot of people have been debating, and it's just such a passionate thing on either side. Our next guest is a child abuse survivor, and she strongly believes in discipline that does not involve hitting your child. Ester Francis Joseph joins us this morning to talk about her experiences and what she hopes other parents can learn. Good morning to you. Good to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
You know, I want to start with this, and first of all, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story with us this morning. And I know you suffered a pretty hard childhood. You say that you were physically abused by your mother, you were emotionally abused by your father. How did you make it through?
I don't know. I have never been able to answer that question, Danielle. I really think that God helped me through. I was a child, I didn't know what was going on, and I made it through the grace of God.
You know, and I think sometimes that's all you have to cling to. That's all you have to hold on to when you're trying to make it through those times. And I can even see, looking at you, it's still an emotional thing with you, because they always talk about maybe the physical scars heal, but the emotional scars,
they never heal.
They never heal.
The memories stay with you through your life.
Oh. You're involved in a campaign. It's called Why I Shouldn't Spank My Child. Tell me about this campaign.
I think parents have options, and I don't think anyone, especially a grown-up, a more powerful person, should hit a child, especially when they don't have to. I say parents the world over are raising emotionally, law-abiding citizens without resorting to hitting, spanking. So, we don't have to do it. We have options, and the damage that is done to a child when you hit them, when you spank them, no matter the reasoning or the justification, it's just too great to take the chance.
So let me ask you this, because there are people on both sides of this issue who say, well, I was spanked and look how I turned out okay, and I'm sure you've heard that one as well. But instead of spanking your child for their bad or inappropriate behavior, what should parents, or what do you suggest that parents should do?
Well, even before we get into the suggestion, I always ask people when they say, well, I was spanked and I'm okay. What do you define okay as? And whenever I dig into that, I find that they're not as okay as they think they are. Well, I'm not a serial killer, I'm not a drug dealer. Is that how you define?
Well, that says,
Is that how you define your life?
Right, sure.
Are you happy? Are you successful? But I mean, again, I say prevention. Parents, that old adage, do as I say, not as I do. Parents set good examples. Children don't walk or talk because we tell them to. They do those things because they watch the adults around them and they imitate them. So whatever you want your child to do or not do, you do it. You want your child to brush their teeth, you grab a toothbrush and you show them how. Parents' role is to show their children how to be in the world, never to cause them harm.
A parent's role, though, is also to discipline their child, and that doesn't necessarily mean physical discipline, but you do have to say, okay, this you shouldn't do, and these are the consequences for those actions.
Absolutely, Danielle. Parents feel that if I can't hit my child, I have lost control. No, you punish, you discipline, you control your home.
I'll tell you, my parents, look.
Yes.
That was enough control. That was all the control that I needed in my house.
We see parents who do that very well, and that you do that at an early age. When a child is still in the crib, you let your voice, your tonation, your expression is a good tool. You see, parents do it all the time. They give that child that look, and that child knows, I better not. And the other thing I like to tell parents, especially teenagers, let them do good. Let them know that their actions have consequences. The consequence out in the world when you do something wrong is not physical abuse or hitting or spanking. Take them to a neighbor, an elderly neighbor. Say, my son is in punishment. He's yours for a month. He'll come over after school. He'll mow your lawn. He'll shovel your snow. He'll go shopping. Kids get to interact with an elderly person and get to know that I did something wrong. But I can do good, I can fix it.
I have to tell you, I love this book that you've written. It's called Memories of Hell, Visions of Heaven, a story of survival, transformation, and hope. And you've taken your experiences, you've put them in this book, but you've also become a voice for so many other people. And then along the way, you have written this book. Was it cathartic? Was it therapeutic? And how do you think that this book can help others who may be going, Esther, through the same things?
Well, because I offer them tips, and I know the difficult job that parents are trying to do. I am just saying that you don't have to resort to hitting your kids. And also I say, if you have been abused, whatever it is, spanking, it could be any kind of abuse, you can get out of it. You know, if you really want to, you know, you can get out of it. It doesn't have to define you or your future.
Well, just a very interesting read here, and thank you so much for coming by and sharing this with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
What a beautiful smile you have. Yeah. And if you'd like more information on Esther or her book, it's called Memories from Hell, Visions of Heaven. Be sure to check out her website. It's EsterFrancisJoseph.com.